interrupt. Okay, so Patricia, let's talk about INEC.
Yes, let's go to INEC because
yes.
we're just tired about the aviation industry thing. Let's go to INEC, and this, should I say, is interesting?
Yeah,
because the chairman of INEC, Mohamudu, announced that prison inmates will be granted the right to vote in elections. Discussions have commenced between the INEC and the Correctional Service to address these voting rights of inmates. The effort to grant voting rights to thousands of imprisoned Nigerians is gaining traction. Anyway, I'm going to stop there because of time. Because of time, you know. So
yeah. So basically, as the INEC is saying, that which is a good move, they are trying to seek to make sure that they actually address that and it's being allowed, so that the inmates are, you know, like you said, they said some of them have not yet. They need to, some of them need redressing. They are not like, okay, you have done this, you're guilty of this, so they can still, you know, vote, right?
They have not been convicted.
They have not been convicted of, you know, whatever crimes that has been laid before them, so they still have that right. And he also stressed the issues of collaborating with INEC and, of course, majority of the inmates also, so that they can be able to vote. Now, for me, I feel that like this is a good move, but I'm not looking at it. Well, it's a good move, but why? Why just the inmates? We're trying to have an electoral reform, you know, and here we are trying to, you know, put in the inmates, you know, prison inmates to actually, you know, vote. Yes, they have the voting rights, quite all right. But what do you think?
They are Nigerians. Let's put aside the fact that maybe they are currently behind bars or behind within the confines
awaiting conviction.
And if you look at the population, I think about
81,000, yes.
About 50,000 of them are on awaiting trial.
Yes.
They've not been convicted. Do you know that some people are behind bars in the country 10, 15 years?
Yeah.
And they've not been found guilty. That even the offense they have alleged to have committed, maybe even 5 years jail time.
Yeah.
And they have been, and that's why we are experiencing prison congestion. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So most of the people have not been convicted. They are just there. No cause to, you know, to look at their case, to bring them to court, because sincerely, we need to also do an holistic review of our judicial sector, because how could people be languishing in jail for offense they have not committed? There are people who are just being arrested for wandering. They call it wandering. Police will just arrest you maybe in the night around 9 o'clock,
especially young boys,
or 10 o'clock. And if you don't have enough money to say, oh, Oga, please,
I'm not a
Yahoo boy, I'm not a criminal, please just let me go. If they have money, some people landed in prison 10, 15 years because they were arrested for wandering. I don't know what wandering. Do you understand? Maybe around 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
They will just do raid.
They raid, especially under the bridge, you know, especially the homeless ones.
So, and some of their families could not even really trace them. And that's why they spend so much of their youthful lives behind bars, because nobody will stand for them. Some people even just accepted their fate that, oh, maybe he's dead, or so, and that's why we have prison congested. So we should even focus more. It's like we are putting the cars before the horse. Let's focus more on how we can decongest our prison, on how we can fast track judicial process as regards those who, you know, have really committed an offense that should be jailed. Jail them for the time. Not that people will be behind bars 10, 15 years and they have not been found guilty of any major offense or as the case may be. Of course, we can also look at it in the sense that if INEC is really interested about what's the population, can this also have any impact when it comes to presidential elections? Presidential election, that we know that for now we have about, according to INEC, 93 million Nigerians have registered to vote. But we are looking back at 2023 presidential election, about 86.5 collected their PVC. I'm talking about 2023 election, and in the long run, Ashwaju scored about 8.9 million votes. Atiku Abubakar 6.7, Peter Obi 6.3. Put together with void votes from that election, altogether was around 27 million. Out of 86 million that collected their PVC. INEC should be worried about the voter apathy, about
voter apathy,
about
buying,
about how many people, about the number of people that actually came out to participate in that election. So what's the rationale behind 81,000? Let's even say all of them come out to vote. Can it really impact on who become the president come 2027? We know there are Nigerians on essential services. I was thinking that INEC should also be thinking about electoral reform that will give early voting, like they do in America, in the civilized world, in the West. Why people will vote like about even a month ahead of the general date of election, so that it can also be seamless. People like us, but me, of course, I'll be on duty that day, cover election monitor, but I still go back to my ward
to vote
because I have the PVC and to vote for a candidate or party of my choice. Despite the fact that we have generally we shouldn't be biased, but whether you like it or not, you must also have a party of your choice, a candidate of your choice, but you shouldn't make it known. So what is INEC doing for those like a policeman? You know how many policemen are deployed? You know how many military are deployed? You know how many those on essential services that are denied their franchise, their voting right? Those people, that figure is more.
It's more than 81,000
languishing in jail. We are not saying that they should be denied their rights, but what INEC is doing is like they are just putting the cart before the horse. They should focus more on how we can have a just, a fair, transparent electoral process.
Yes,
that will really reflect that the vote of Nigerian counts.
Yes,
that's why we had that low turnout in that 2022, because people felt like, oh,
the votes don't count.
The vote don't count. That should be the major concern of INEC on how they need to change the orientation, the mindset of Nigerians as regard they need to believe that voting is your right.
And
voting is your constitutional right, and you have to come out.
You have to come out and
now
vote.
Talking about
81,000 people.
Those correctional centers.
Anyways, to stress, to just buttress more points on what he was. Okay, we have a call before I wrap up. I was about to wrap up. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is I'm calling from Georgia.
Okay, sir. We're listening. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I love your program.
Thank you.
I have been following you for a very long time.
Thank you, sir.
And I thank God I didn't see Mr. Femi and Mr. P today. But I don't like their analysis.
Yeah, they traveled today. They are not available.
I don't like analysis.
Oh.
Oh.
So, okay. We'll be accepting Mr. Chupis and Mr. Adimeno.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Concerning the INEC,
yeah.
That want to involve correction center. That is another reconciliation.
Okay.
Probably because know how I don't really you can't do the 500,000 votes from other party for the party that they like. So that's why they said they want correction center to be party. Even people that are registered with that selection, are they vote? Or their vote are they can't? I don't know what they are doing. I love your program.
Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you very much. Okay, let's pick one more call and see if then we'll wrap up. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear from the studio? Okay, I think it's network. Okay, well, Mr. Redu says he believes is a way to rig the election because that has nothing to do. Well, we just have to wrap up the show right now. Just to the last statement from Yakub was that he was just trying to stress the importance of resolving the issues collaboratively, adding that majority of the inmates, like you said earlier on, were on remand and might already be registered voters. So if they quickly attend to them so that they can, be guilty or not, let them know they are standing. They are going to be, charged to court and, put in prison. Let them do their terms and be back out again. Sure. Yeah, and those who are not guilty should be back out. Set them free so that they could be, voters, so they can come out to vote. But I don't know why that is the major thing right now when we, like you say, we have vote apathy. We have people not coming out to vote.
We have trust deficit.
Trust deficit everywhere. Yeah, so I think that's the major thing Yakub should be actually focusing on.